Yo, what's going on guys, welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video here on my channel. So it's around this time that everybody's ultimately wondering how is the new season going to start, because as you guys know, ever since Season 4 we've always seen, or the end of Season 3 should I say, live events occur within the game and ultimately like a basis and storyline around why these map changes are happening, not just random locations actually, you know, springing out of the ground like hey there's a giant meteor hole at Dusty Divot. None of that is going on and everything is actually followable in terms of why these events happen and occur, whether it's a live event within the game, 3 of which we've seen in Season 7, or events that are teased towards the end of the season like we're going to see in this case with the leaked information I've got to present you all in today's video. Basically in the same format as we saw with the close approaching the final days of Season 6, this ice fog cloud teasing that there would be a collision and that being concluded and confirmed to be happening, literally shown in the Season 7 trailer. Before we start talking about this leaked information and ultimately Season 8 as a whole and how it will start, we need to shine a light on Season 7 for a second, because this has been the most action-packed season of them all so far in Fortnite Battle Royale's history anyway, with 3 live events occurring within this season, whereas we'd only seen 1 in the past, leading and developing the storyline into the next season. However, this season we saw the Ice Storm event, basically, you know, developing the storyline and ultimately preparing the changes to happen, leading into Season 8. Then we also saw the New Year event leading into 2019, where every country, each time one country entered 2019 because of differentiation and difference in time zones, there would be a giant disco ball coming down through the top of the sky, seemingly appearing and performing a disco to celebrate the moments of 2019 occurring and the final 10-second countdown. That, however, is not all. We've also just recently seen the Showtime concert within game, where Marshmello came out live and performed a concert, literally the world's first ever virtual in-game video game concert that's ever occurred, and it went down a real treat. So following on from that, it seems like we're going to be teased towards another event, or another maybe perhaps live in-game event before Season 7 ends and Season 8 starts, or revealed in the Season 8 trailer, just like we saw with the main event of the iceberg collision occurring in the Season 7 trailer. Very quickly before we get into any of that information about how Season 8 is going to start, this new event occurring and what it will be within Fortnite Battle Royale, leading and developing the storyline into Season 8, I'd just like to very quickly announce that I'm currently running a 5,000 free V-Buck giveaway on the channel, and here's how you guys can enter. All you simply need to do is leave a like on today's video, subscribe to my YouTube channel with post notifications turned on so you never miss a future upload, when I upload, whatever I upload. Follow my Twitter linked in the video description down below, and upon doing all that, simply leave me a comment on today's video letting me know that you guys have entered and you've completed all the above steps, so I can check across your social media platforms to see the fulfillment of the requirements I've set to enter this giveaway. The giveaway winner will be announced on February 20th, which gives you guys plenty of chances to enter as I advertise this in all my videos, and by staying active you guys ultimately, by entering on more videos, have a higher chance to win. Good luck to everybody who enters, and now let's get into talking about Season 8 and how it's going to start within Fortnite Battle Royale. So the first thing to mention ultimately what this event will be is that it will be an earthquake. Many people were speculating previously that it would be an earthquake, and it got concluded in the game's files that some sort of earthquake will be going down, whether big or small, to change the map leading from Season 7 into Season 8, whether it would be an in-game live event again, like a second main storyline event, you know, following on from the Ice Storm event in Season 7, or shown within the Season 8 trailer, just like we saw with the iceberg collision that I mentioned many times in this video in the Season 7 trailer. The main reason people were able to predict that an earthquake would be occurring before they found evidence in the game's files that I'll be showing you guys on screen proof in a minute was because of the fact many map changes, you know, occurring from shaping one season to the next, are environmental factor based. Like an iceberg collision is something that could be happening in real life at any place where there's icebergs, being an environmental factor, and also a meteor hitting the map like we saw in Season 4's trailer is an environmental factor and could be a possibility at any time if a meteor decides to strike Earth. With that being said, and with that context in mind, people thought, well, there's only limited possibilities if they go on the route or path of choosing another environmental real-life factor to affect the Battle Royale map and create these map changes, being an earthquake. The following information that I'm about to show on screen and share with you guys is from an article that I'll link in the video description down below, and it states the following: these files showcase the events that are going to happen during the build-up, which looks to be devastating. The steps are earthquake, smoke drop, smoke/dust explosions, trees falling, camera shake/earthquake itself, earthquake, floor drop in quotation, as they've stated here, possibly a sinkhole occurring from this, players being in water, and the final step being snow turns to dust. question mark. These are what people have been able to simplify the code names in the files down to. However, these are the direct code names of what is displayed in the files, and you can clearly see the code name Earthquake displayed twice here, and this is only a small snippet and section of the files, basically concluding the fact that a earthquake will be occurring in one way, shape or form, whether it's a live event within the game, whether it's showcased in the Season 8 trailer, or whether it's going to be a build-up event for something happening in the Season 8 trailer, just like we saw, like I said before, with the close approach of the iceberg nearing the map at the end of Season 6, and then that being shown the collision in the Season 7 trailer. Although it would please and meet expectations of nearly all players in the Fortnite community having an earthquake occur within the Season 8 trailer only, this is not going to be the case, and this is confirmed by what I'm going to show you guys in the next leak. So we're not done with live events for Season 7, even though we've already seen 3. There could be possibly up to 50 more happening, and I don't say that lightly. The reason I say this is because if you guys take a look at the leak on your screen right now, it states in one of the coding files, number of events, and then in brackets, int property equals 50. So the number of events equals 50. Does that mean we're going to be seeing 50 small tremors or earthquakes occurring around the map and breaking off different parts and separating kind of cracks in the ground and stuff like that as time progresses into the start of Season 8 and the build up before it? I mean, this would make sense. This would be a perfect way to hype up the new season without anything drastic happening, because if you guys didn't know, this is the longest season, as I mentioned before, with an 83-day duration in total since its start, because of the fact we have 20 days upon week 10 starting until we actually see Season 7 end, and thus the start of Season 8. This is really weird because, I mean, how isn't there any more weeks? How is there not a Season 7 week 11 or Season 7 week 12, with there being a gap for 2 more weeks and set of weekly challenges being in this 20-day gap, as there is only 14 days in a fortnight? Or 2 weeks, no pun intended. Well, the main reason for this being is because as Fortnite progresses into the future, becoming more of a talked about, more popular and more innovative company, or kind of game should I say, Epic Games being the company that developed Fortnite, they're always wanting to progress to bigger and better things, always build more hype around the game to attract a larger audience and more heads turning towards the game for more collaborations in the future, just like they've recently done with Marshmallow. With this being the case, in these final 2 weeks in the build up to Season 8, they don't want any distractions. They don't want anybody searching up on YouTube for these challenges and the guides in the week 11 or 12 that could potentially be in there, because there is time for it. Instead, they just want predominant attention around the fact that map changes are occurring, little or big, each and every individual day, to basically hint to what's going on in the start of Season 8 and what map changes or what events will be occurring, whether shown in the trailer or literally a live event in the final days of Season 7. With all the talks of earthquakes and tremors being the main prospect of everybody, you know, discussing what's going to be happening to start Season 8, this still leaves open a very large window for possibility of what the main event will be, as these tremors or earthquakes, 50 of which are meant to be occurring, may not be, and I don't think will be, the main event occurring to ultimately shape and form Season 8's map. Many people have noticed things going on the outskirts of the map, this light appearing underneath this seemingly inactive volcano, the largest mountain of which you can see on the outskirts of the island in the kind of distant scenery. And with the island being surrounded by water, there's only really 3 things that this can narrow down to in terms of a real big drastic event affecting the map and ultimately shaping the new seasonal changes. A being an earthquake, a big earthquake like we've seen in the game's files, basically as a conclusion from all the small tremors occurring that they will in the game live, I'm guessing. B, a volcanic eruption, because disagreement with the tectonic plates, which is usually or predominantly how an earthquake starts, is also a gateway for a volcano to erupt through the magma or inner core of the earth, surfacing to the top through a passage created by the tectonic plates moving. Or C, a tsunami. Obviously tectonic plates disagreeing can cause many things, and a tsunami being one of them, and predominantly making the most sense out of everything we've mentioned in today's video, because the island is surrounded by water, hence why it's an island. And also, many people are talking about an underwater theme seemingly being the main prospect of Season 8, whether it's cosmetics in the battle pass appealing to this, or whether it's just the main overall event occurring, being a tsunami that sweeps over the map and creates several named locations that are embedded in the map to be underwater or flooded. Either way, it's going to be one of these 3, and whatever outcome occurs, I'm insanely hyped for what will come. from. Let me know if you guys are too in the comment section down below, and that's all the information I've got to present you all in today's video, so thank you all for watching. Make sure you're leaving a like on the video down below if you want to keep referring back to anything I mentioned, as we did go a bit in depth towards the end as we develop points from the start all the way to the end. So yeah, also make sure you show your support if you don't really want to refer back to it by also leaving a like in the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We're literally so close to 100,000 subscribers, so all the support that you guys can show, additional wise if you haven't already subscribed, would mean the world. With that being said, thank you all for watching one more time, and the support on the channel recently has been tremendous, and I'm out. Peace.